All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for a few real people out there, just like you and just like me. I'm going to be talking about former Dio guitar player Craig Goldy. So I figured I'd dust this one off and show it to everybody. I got some vinyl a few years ago. This is Dream Child, a really cool band. And the album is called Until Death Do We Meet Again. So if you like your music a little darker and a little intense, this is old school. In fact, if you like Dio and Black Sabbath from the Dio period, or maybe Rainbow, like the Graham Bonnet Rainbow, this thing really kicks some serious butt right here. The vinyl, I decided to buy it, and it's really not in my wheelhouse, but I loved the packaging. I just love the way they put it together. Their singer, his name is Diego Valdez. So he actually has the name Dio in his first name. And quite honestly, I think he's the closest I've heard to Ronnie James Dio. A lot of people think Ronnie Romero is kind of close, but this guy, Diego Valdez, man, is just fantastic. Again, the band is called Dream Child. I was hoping for another album, but I guess Craig Goldy has a mystery illness, and this is what's being reported in the media. It says here, former Dio guitarist Craig Goldy is battling a mystery illness. The 61-year-old musician, who was born and raised in San Diego, offered an update on his health in his social media post. Monday night, he wrote in part, "I've had a bit of a setback health-wise." He says nothing life-threatening, but no known cause. No, listen to this, no known cause and no known cure for just one of four things going on. So he's got four different problems, and he says here there's no known cause and no known cure. Now, I think people know what I do on this channel is I tend to highlight some of these mystery illnesses, these situations, people dropping like flies. I did a video a few days back talking about how seems to be a lot of celebrities and athletes and people who are public who are not doing so well out there. And of course, you really can't talk too much about it for some reason. And I wonder how, again, just how dark people are, where they would rather cover something up than just be truthful about it. I'm pretty sure that Craig Goldy was very much wanting to do what everybody did a couple of years ago, at least the beginning of that whole agenda. And it's still going on because you're supposed to do the third one and the fourth one and the fifth one. I mean, it's a never ending. It's just going to be part of your life forever because of what? Science, right? It just, you gotta keep up with the science. You can't just depend on your God-given immunity to do anything for you. So in any event, he says everything happens for a reason, and even bad things come with a benefit. The reason and benefit is much more clear than what's going on, a story for another time. By the way, his illness has baffled, get this, and I hear this a lot, that doctors are constantly baffled. 6 doctors and specialists. They don't know what it is either. All right. He's talking about a biopsy that one became known because what my symptoms were did not match anything in their database. So they did a biopsy and it didn't match anything in their database. Now, to me, that would be fairly alarming. If I were a scientist and I was checking to see how Craig Goldy was doing, and I figured I'll do some tests, and then the test comes back and it doesn't match anything in the history of their database. But hey, it's not a big deal. He says it's not life-threatening. Let's actually hope and pray that it's not. Okay, he's 61 years old. I was hoping for another Dream Child album because I really liked this band. They are heavier and they are darker than my typical music wheelhouse that I like to get into. But, so what? So what? Music is music. And in this case, I really thought they did a great job kind of, keeping that Dio tradition moving forward. And yes, there are a lot of other Dio vehicles out there. I'm thinking of Last in Line would be one of them. And again, Ronnie Romero, whatever he sings on. But I really like this guy, Diego Valdez. And again, Craig Goldy played in Dio. He was Dio's guitar player for quite a long time. So again, I guess we're hoping for the best for Craig Goldy, as I really like his guitar work. I believe he was also in Jeff Freya. I may be wrong about that. Even if he wasn't, he should have been. My memory is kind of, it's kind of emptying out as time goes on, and I have to probably go back and do research and kind of memorize things. But in any event, Craig Goldy, a great guitar player, and did a great job trying to carry on the tradition for all of those Ronnie James Dio fans out there. So in any event, folks, again, another one of those mystery illnesses. Maybe we'll get to the bottom of it. Hopefully we can get to the bottom of it and maybe prevent more mystery illnesses. Maybe we can be truthful about what those mystery illnesses are. And by the way, I'm not saying here that people aren't being truthful, but it's very odd. You would think that the medical community could figure out what's wrong with Craig Goldy. But, you could be a real tinfoil hat person and say, yeah, they did, but they can't tell anybody. And there's no cure for these 4 problems that he has, but it's not life-threatening. All right, so I guess that's the good news. It's not life-threatening. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want notifications, you have to smack the bell, the notification bell. And if you want to, be a part of the community over on Patreon, it's $1 a month. There's a Patreon logo. You click on that, and then it'll take you over to Patreon. And then you can set up your $1 a month transaction, or you can do 2, or you can do 3. You can also do memberships now on YouTube, where you just click the membership button. I don't think I've gotten any memberships yet, unless they don't send notifications when I would get the membership. But yeah, I also have another channel. It's called The Radical Independent. I'm thinking of just renaming it again to Radically Independent, but I don't know if that's much of a different name. But in any event, it'll be something to do with radical and independence, because my political thoughts these days aren't in the mainstream. Let's put it that way. So again, folks, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon.